Hello everyone, I am Priyanka Fulsundar, Assistant Professor IT Department. In my previous video, we discussed about how to create the table and views, and in this video, we discuss about index and clauses in SQL. Now first we discuss what is index and types of index. So index are a special lookup tables. It is used to retrieve data from the database very fast. It means that sometimes the data in the database is very large. For example, in an application of State Bank of India, the database related to customer and their transaction is very large. In such case, retrieval of data from huge database become slower. Okay, and index is used to speed up select queries and where clauses, but it shows down the data input with insert and update statement. An index can be created or dropped without affecting the data. An index is a database. It is a database. It's just like an index in the back of a book. For example, when you reference all pages in book that discusses a certain topic, so you first have to refer to the index, to that particular index of book. So which alphabetically listed all the topics and then refer to one or more specific page number. So it's nothing but the index. Now we discuss different types of index and how to create the index. Now create index statement is used to create an index. It means it's allow duplicated value, and in this create statement we have to mention name of the index and the table and column and whether the index is ascending or descending order. Now see, this is the syntax of create index statement. So see here, create index, index name, on table name, column 1 and column 2. Now see example of create index statement, that is index name on person, table name that is person, column 1 first name and column 2 that is last name. Okay, so this is the format of create index. Now we discuss second type, that is unique index statement. Now it is used to create a unique index on a table and it does not allow duplicated value. Always remember, unique index does not allow duplicated values. Now we discuss the syntax of unique index statement. See here, create unique index name. We create unique index. So here we mention unique index name on table name, column 1 and column 2. Now example of unique index, that is create unique index name that is website index on table name that is website and column 1 and column 2. Here we use only column 1, so that is site name. Okay, so this is the unique index statement. Now we discuss how to define a single column index. A single column index is created based on only one table column. Okay, so the syntax is here, create index name on table name that is column name. So see the example of single column index, that is in create index 1 on table name that is student and column name that is student name. So this is the example of single column index. Now we discuss composite index. What happen in composite index? Sometimes duplicate records may available in column. So in such case, the composite indexing is better option to index the data. This index is created on a multiple columns of a table. Okay, it means that composite index is an index on two or more columns of a table. So syntax is here for the composite index, that is create index name on table name, column 1 and column 2. Now example of composite index, that is create index name that is index 2 on table name that is table name student and column 1 column 2. So here we mention student name and student mark. So this is the example of composite index. Now we discuss the implicit index, how to define the implicit index. Implicit index are index that automatically created by the database server when an object is created. When object is created, then in this case we use implicit index, and indexes are automatically created for primary key constraint and unique constraint. Okay, now see, this is the syntax for creating implicit index, that is show index from table name, and example of implicit index, that is show index from table name, that is student. So this is nothing but your implicit index. Now there are total 5 types of indexes that whenever you are creating index, that is single column index, composite index, unique index, then implicit index. Okay, now we discuss the SQL aggregate function. So aggregate function perform a calculation on a set of values and return a single value. Usually this function ignore null values. Always remember, this function ignore null value, but except for count function. Okay. Now there are different types of aggregate function such as sum, average, maximum, minimum and count. Now we will discuss one by one. So first we discuss minimum function. This function returns smallest value from the specified column of a table. Okay, it's return smallest value of a column. See here, example minimum salary. It's your column name and it's your function. Okay. Now next we discuss the maximum function. What happened in maximum function? This function return greatest value from the specified column of a table. It's written greatest value. It means largest value of a column. So see your function name, that is maximum, and column name, that is salary. This is the example of max function. Now we discuss sum function. What happened in sum function? This function returns sum of all the values of specified column of a table. It will return total sum of values in a numeric column. Now see example of sum function, that is function name sum and column name, that is salary. And now we discuss the average function. This function return average of all the values of specified column of that particular table. It means it return average of a values in a column. So function name average and column name, that is salary. And next we discuss count function. What happened in count function? This function return total number of values of specified column of a table. It means that count of the number of rows selected. So function name, that is count. Okay. Now these 5 aggregate functions are important in a SQL. Now we will discuss select query in SQL. So select query is used to retrieve the data from the database. Okay, select query never make any changes in the database. So the data returned by the select query in the form of the result set. Okay, now we discuss what do you mean by result set. Result set is nothing but result table. Okay, now see in this example the syntax of select query, that is select column 1, column 2 from table name. Now consider, for this example, consider this student table, and for this student table select roll number, student name from student name. This query we write, so select roll number and student name. It means that from this student table we select only roll number and student name. In that case we use select query, that is select roll number, student name from student. So output is here, that is roll number and student name of all the student. The names of columns specify data from which column we want to display. If we want data from all the columns, then no need to mention column name. Now star symbol represent all the column, or we can say that fetching the information from that table. Okay, for example, select star from student. It means that display all the student name. Okay, with select statement, different clauses can be used to display the data as per our requirements. So this is nothing but your select statement. Now we discuss clauses in SQL. Now there are total 4 types of clauses, that is where clause, distinct clause, group by clause and having clause. So we will discuss one by one. So first we discuss where clause. In SQL, where clause is used to specify a condition while fetching the data from a single table, or we can say that joining with a multiple tables. And if the given condition is satisfied, then only it returns a specific value from the table. You should use the where clause to filter the records and fetching only the necessary records. Okay, got it everyone? The use of where clause, you should use where clause in that case to filter all the records and fetching only the necessary record. Now syntax of where clause, that is select column name column 1 from that particular table name and where condition. Okay, for example, select star. Now for this you refer this to student table. So see here, select star from student where condition, see here, where condition marks greater than 80. It means that which students have marks greater than 80, the output is displayed in this format. Now see here, referring this table, two students have marks greater than 80. It means Kunal and Radhika. Now our output is, that is Kunal and Radhika, marks is 90 and 85. It means that it is a condition where marks greater than 80. Now our output is here. Okay. Now the next one is, next example, that is select star from student where name, it means student name or employee name equal to Kunal. So see here, in this table only one Kunal is available in the student name. So roll number 101, name Kunal, date of birth and marks 90. So output is here, roll number 101 Kunal and marks is 90. Okay. Now we discuss the distinct clause. So this clause is used to avoid selection of duplicated row. Always remember, it is used to avoid selection of duplicated rows. So consider there are duplicated values in job column of employee table. So this is the example of distinct clause. In this table, consider duplicated value in job column of employee table. So see here the syntax of distinct clause, that is select distinct column name from table name. Now in this for example, select distinct keyword, column name, that is job, and from employee table. Okay. Now the output is here, in this table duplicate value in job column of employee. It means that consider there are some duplicated values in job column of employee table. So our output, that is clerk, manager, salesman, has the duplicated value in job of a column employee table. Okay. Now we discuss the group by clause. This clause is used in collaboration with the select statement, and it helps to arrange similar data into groups, and it is also used with SQL functions to group the result from one or more tables. It means that the group by statements is often used with aggregate function. Which aggregate function? That is count, mean, max, sum and average, to group the result set by one or more columns. Now see in this example, employee table. For this employee table we perform the queries for group by clause. So see here, first query, that is display sum of salaries department wise. So for that we write the query, select department name, sum of salary, display salaries of department wise. So we write sum of salary from employee group by department name. Okay. So the output is here, department name, sum of salary, all department sum of salary. So clerk, in this sum of salary, that is, see here, 9400. Okay. So this is the output. Now the second query, that is display maximum salary grouping on this basis of job. So for that we write the query, that is select job maximum salary. We display maximum salary from employee. It means from our, see here, employee table. So here we write employee group by job. Okay. So output is here, that is display maximum salary grouping on the basic of job.